almost all the parts we're going to be making in the exam are going to be either an extrude or a revolve to get started with. So I'm going to get started from the sketch we created in 2.1, and let's go ahead and just create a Boss Extrude for that. So go to Features, go to Boss Extrude, and I'm going to choose obviously this sketch here, so it's just sketch 1. And we're going to make this thing equal to C, if you remember that from before. And I actually have a variable already pre-set up for that, so I'm going to say that's equal to global variables. And I'm going to go choose C and go ahead and just choose that. All right, there it is. So there's my basic extrude, which we've already gone over a few times, but we want to make sure that we're very comfortable with the extrude command. Now, extruded cut has a few more options over here. So one is I'm going to take a sketch here, and I'm just going to make a circle randomly out here. And this is going to be very similar to the part we were going to make. You could define it, but right now I just want to show you the feature itself. So extruded cut. Now if I do an extruded cut and I say it's going to be blind, let's say it's going to be 20 millimeters, you end up with something like this, and it just cuts away a portion of that. Now the other option here is I can say, instead of starting from the plane I drew this on, I can offset that, or I can start from a vertex. So choose offset and then type the value in, and that just moves that value either right or left where I want to start from. So say 10 millimeters and click OK. It does the exact same thing. It just offsets it a little bit from where you're starting or where you're sketching that from. So again, that's a really quick way to create a feature even though you don't have a plane right there. So we drew on this plane here and then offset it up to this distance here. So again, a really handy feature. Same thing with an extruded cut over here. So I'll click on a sketch, start a sketch. I'll make a hole, for instance, and then I'll say features, extruded cut. Couple options we want to make sure we're familiar with is obviously blind is very common, but we also have all these other options here. Very common to see on the exam is going to be up to surface or offset from surface. So offset from surface will give the option of choosing a surface itself and then telling us how far away from that surface we'd like to make that cut. Click OK, and that's going to put that 20 millimeters away from that back surface. So if the part is modified in the future, then it's always going to be 20 millimeters from that back surface, no matter how long the part is. So it's a great feature to use, and make sure you're familiar with all those different end conditions in both extrude and extruded cut.